world, how are things going? Was quite the weekend, wasn't it? After everything that was going on the other side of the border, I hope you are getting back to a little bit peace and calm. I mean, it's always interesting to see how decisions are made, what people decide, what they believe in, and actually, have you ever thought about maybe how you would react or how you'd think differently if you grew up under different circumstances in a different country with a different belief, eating different food? I mean, do you actually realize how much that influences you and makes you to who you are today? So sometimes maybe we should not be too critical about how other people think or why they think that way, because we have been made and we are a product of our circumstances and the way we think, we've been raised, and so on. Which, man, maybe that would be completely different if you grew up in, I don't know, India, up north, down south. And that's something we tend to forget. We just put our own opinions as the only correct ones and don't leave a lot of room for other things to consider why people do what they do. I'm not saying that it's always right what other people do, but maybe we should just take a short break and a deep breath to think about it, because other people might think, hey, you could do something differently yourself, and they might be right about that too. I mean, it's always a thing of perspective, and what do you expect? What are your wishes? What are your dreams? What are your circumstances? Still, I have to say about the circumstances, it's all about making something of them. And a lot of us are unhappy, and it's so hard to take uncomfortable actions and just go for something that you might have on your bucket list, because you know that bucket list? I think all of us have it. We made it up when we were young, 20s, 25, even younger, even later. We think about it each now and then we think, later. I'm going to do that later. Well, don't forget, there might not be a later. There are, again, circumstances in your life that you might not consider, might not want to consider, not be able to consider. Things happen, things change, and I mean, honestly, sometimes you just have to get your butt off of the couch and move and make it happen. And things don't always work out, I admit that. And if you, for example, had told me 5 years ago, just 5 years ago, that I would be living off the grid in the middle of the woods on a lake all by myself, I mean, I'm self-isolating here, you can say, for the past 4 years. Only get out to get groceries, but I mean, here I am. It was on our list. We just made the jump, made it happen from, living all over the world to now just having created this here from nothing. And I don't want to pat myself on the shoulder or get you to say, oh my God, doing a great job, or hey, yeah, sure, my life is different. I know that your life is different, but it's all about motivation. Think about your bucket list. What's on it? What was there that you always wanted to do but just put on the backside? On the back seat, I think you call it. And why? Why aren't you not pursuing it? Why aren't you making a difference now? Why aren't you just going for it? Oh yeah, it's my life and I'm tired and I work all day, and in the evening when I'm on the couch, I put on the TV, I just want to be left alone, have a beer and enjoy my peace and quiet. Okay, but if I tell you somebody came and would say, you know what, here are $10,000, go wash my car. I mean, wouldn't you just jump off the couch, run out, grab the 10,000 and wash that darn car? And why? Because you had a motivation. So it doesn't have to be money. It doesn't always have to be, I don't know, living in the middle of nowhere. It can be small things. You just have to find your point that triggers you and motivates you to just go and make it happen. Because life is really, really short, and we take it for granted, and there might not be a tomorrow. And I have that favorite quote of mine from, I think it was Maxwell, who says, "When was the last time you did something for the first time?" And as said, I don't mean living in the middle of the woods. Maybe you wanted to draw. Maybe you just wanted to become a photographer. Take your phone, make pictures. Maybe you just wanted to call somebody for ages because you used to like them in the day. But you always think, I don't know, no, maybe it's the wrong time, feel uncomfortable about that. Or maybe you just wanted to have some stripes on your car. Do it. What keeps you from not doing it? What holds you back? It's just about motivation. Find what motivates you, what you want to do, and then take uncomfortable action. Get off of your chair, get off the couch, because if you sit 4 or 5 hours in front of the TV in the evening, you can spare half an hour to just do something differently. Don't forget, when was the last time you did something for the first time? Believe me, no matter how small, it really makes you feel good. So, let me know about it. Take care, stay safe.